How to colour a brick wall tutorial. Pick 3 complementing shades of a colour of your choice. I'm using pro markers in browns, so I'm using caramel, cinnamon and burnt sienna, but any pens that you have, just 3 complementary shades. First of all, taking a ruler and a pencil, and I've got my cut and mat as well, so I can use the lines as a guide to line up my ruler and get the lines nice and straight. We're going to pencil in our brickwork to begin with. So when you're doing this, remember that bricks are staggered, so they're not placed sort of one directly on top of the other. So when you do your lines going down, you want to miss a gap in between during each lines going down. So as you can see on this one, I'll draw on the top one, miss one, draw one, miss one, draw one, and then stagger it on the one next to it, so you end up with a staggered brick look. So I'm starting off with my darker shade of brown, which is the burnt sienna, and I'm going to start colouring in these bricks. So you can just do these random, you don't have to be particularly neat, you don't even have to go really close up to the line, just filling in the middle of each of those bricks. And then once you're happy with all the dark colour, you can then come in with the medium brown, and again just really randomise, colouring in different bricks. Some of them can be touching, some of them can be further apart. Just randomise and scatter each of those 3 colours. And then fill in the rest with that lighter shade. Again, as you can see, I'm not going right close up to each brick. I'm not even doing it particularly neat. As long as you're sort of inside the rectangle and covering the middle, that's absolutely fine. And then going back to the darker shade, we're going to shadow those bricks. So I'm shadowing the left side. You can either do the left or the right. I'm doing all the left corner, just sort of making a line and some dots in those corners. You can do some random dots in the opposite corner also. So again, I'm going in with my medium shade now. Just make sure you use the same shade on the same colour brick, and that will just add that shadow with that second layer. Next, taking a white gel pen, we're going to add some highlights in between those bricks, so where those pencil lines would have been, or the mortar. I'm doing this just roughly, so just little dashes and dots, just to make a sort of a rough highlight in the middle. And this just gives it that sort of rough sort of brick and mortar look. And now I'm taking a medium warm grey. This is called Warm Grey 3, and I'm going to go over all of the pencil lines. You can't really see the pencil lines anymore, but obviously you can tell where they are. So just going over all of those lines and the highlights. The highlights will still just about shine through enough to give it that sort of rough look. Some people go in with a darker pen in between, but for this look I wanted a lighter mortar, so it was like a sort of a concrete look. And now I'm taking a white, just normal pencil, and I'm just going across the top and the right side where the highlight would be. So this just sort of roughens it up really, just gives it a little bit of a highlight. It's very subtle, but I just like the finish of this. You don't have to do this, this is optional. And then the last final step is to take a gel pen and just highlight the corners. Again, I do this roughly, so kind of dash and dot it in the corner. You can even use your finger and just rub over those white lines just to make them look more subtle. And that is how you colour a brick wall.